From the bright, polished world of Disney stardom to the raw, otherworldly landscapes of the sci-fi epic Dune, the rise of Zendaya has been nothing short of extraordinary. Her journey is a testament to persistence, reinvention, and the power of embracing one's truth, even when the industry expects you to remain within neatly defined boxes. This is the remarkable story of how a young actress, once known for playing cheerful, wide-eyed characters in a magical universe, transformed into the commanding, enigmatic Dune Queen, who captured global attention. Early beginnings in a world of magic, Zendaya's earliest years in the entertainment world were shaped by her work under the Disney umbrella. As a teenager, she stepped onto brightly lit sets filled with choreographed laughter, catchy songs, and the type of innocence that defined an entire generation of family entertainment. Disney provided her with the platform, the audience, and the training, but also imposed its own limitations. Zendaya quickly became known for her charm, her crisp delivery, and the youthful energy that producers loved. But beneath the surface, she yearned for roles with emotional weight and psychological complexity. Roles that allowed her to explore the shadows, not just the sunshine. Growing up under the public eye, Zendaya learned fast how to balance image and authenticity. She attended workshops, worked with vocal coaches, and often stayed on set long after rehearsals ended to observe cinematographers and directors. She did not simply want to be a star, she wanted to understand the craft. Those who worked with her at the time remember her not as a typical Disney prodigy, but as someone who studied scripts like puzzles, eager to uncover hidden meanings. Breaking out, a battle for reinvention. Transitioning out of Disney is rarely easy. Many actors struggle to escape typecasting, and Zendaya was no exception. Casting directors still saw her as the smiling girl next door, suited for comedies and safe dramas. But Zendaya refused to stay confined. She began auditioning for darker, more mature roles, parts that demanded emotional intensity, conflict, and depth. More importantly, she took control of her creative identity by producing short films. These projects, often shot on small budgets, allowed her to explore themes Disney never touched: fractured families, moral dilemmas, and internal chaos. Though these early attempts did not attract global attention, they served a more vital purpose. They showed directors a new side of her. Zendaya's performances grew sharper, subtler, and more powerful. Slowly, the industry started to realize that she was more than her Disney past. The unexpected call: a universe of sand and power. Everything changed the day her agent called with an audition request for Dune. At first, Zendaya assumed it was a mistake. Dune was a universe known for its political tension, prophetic visions, and philosophical gravitas, far removed from anything she had done before. Yet she felt compelled to try. The audition required her to portray a royal figure on the edge of war, someone with both elegance and fearlessness. Zendaya approached the audition as if her entire career depended on it. She spent weeks studying the original novels, absorbing the lore of Arrakis, the complexities of the Fremen culture, and the underlying metaphors of power and survival. She learned movement inspired by desert warriors, practiced a calm, commanding posture, and even worked with a dialect coach to craft a voice that carried authority. When she finally walked into the room, the directors were stunned. They remembered her as the cheerful Disney star, but were confronted with a poised, intense performer whose presence filled the space. She did not act the part, she embodied it. That audition became one of the most talked about moments among the casting team, and within days, she received the call that would change everything. She was to become the new Dune Queen. Becoming the Queen, transformation beyond acting. The transformation that followed was both physical and emotional. Zendaya trained for months to prepare for the film. She underwent rigorous combat choreography, desert survival training, and spiritual grounding exercises intended to help her understand the philosophical weight of the Dune universe. At times, she trained under the scorching sun just to feel how heat impacts breathing, posture, and the rhythm of movement. But the most difficult part of the preparation was not the physical transformation. It was stepping into the mindset of a ruler burdened with destiny. The Dune Queen is not simply a monarch, She is a symbol of prophecy, sacrifice, and cosmic balance. To portray her authentically, Zendaya spent hours journaling as the character, exploring her fears, ambitions, and emotional conflicts. She wanted to create a performance that felt human yet larger than life. Her dedication paid off. On set, the cast and crew were continuously amazed by her discipline. She delivered lines with an almost haunting intensity, often leaving the set silent after particularly charged scenes. For the first time in her career, she felt free. Not restricted by expectations, not boxed into stereotypes, but fully immersed in a role that challenged every part of her. Global impact, the birth of a new icon. When the film released, audiences and critics alike were overwhelmed by Zendaya's performance. Reviewers praised her commanding presence, noting that she brought a fresh but formidable energy to the iconic character. Fans admired her transformation, many calling her the new face of modern sci-fi royalty. For young actors, her journey became a symbol of courage, proof that reinvention was not only possible but powerful. Zendaya's portrayal of the Dune Queen became a cultural moment. Cosplayers recreated her costumes, artists painted her likeness, and social media embraced her iconic scenes. What was once considered a risky casting decision had turned into one of the film's greatest successes. Looking back, the power of reinvention. In interviews after the film's release, Zendaya often spoke about how surreal the journey felt. She never imagined that a child who once danced across Disney sets would one day command armies in a vast desert world. But she also reflected on how essential each stage of her life had been. Disney taught her discipline. Independent films taught her vulnerability, and Dune taught her courage. Her story is a reminder that the entertainment world rarely rewards those who play it safe. Growth comes from discomfort, from taking risks, and from refusing to let the world define you. Zendaya's evolution from Disney actor to Dune Queen is not merely a career shift. It is a transformation shaped by resilience, ambition, and artistic fearlessness. And as she steps into a future filled with new projects and new challenges, one thing is certain. She has become an artist who transcends genres, expectations, and limitations. Zendaya did not just earn the title of Dune Queen, she became one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story of Zendaya's incredible journey from Disney actor to Dune Queen, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more amazing stories your way. Stay tuned for the next video. See you soon.